Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at Polkadot. We're going to see what's going on. Quickly double check a couple of key factors here and just recognize best practice big picture. We can see here with Elliott Wave on the smaller time frames, we have potential for one more leg up. We're going to discuss that and obviously look at some liquidation. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Do me a favor, hit the like button down below, comment below. Let me know what's going on in your world. Appreciate hearing that feedback. Also, love to get to know you better too. So if you want to become part of our trading academy community or signals group, links down below for that too. We got some really awesome traders over there and took some nice profits here too. We are a short, I wouldn't say short heavy, but we took near protocol 25%, Bitcoin 13%, AVAX 22%, in roughly 18 to 12 hours in the last 48 hours. So we've got 3 open short trades that have taken some nice profits. And as recommended to folks, make sure that you always secure profits. We take somewhere in the range of 70-80% profit in each for our first target. Okay. So it's important to do that right now with the market, specifically the way that the shorts are more risky. Ensure you're taking profits when you can right there, folks. Okay, don't let greed get a hold of you. It's not worth it. So speaking of greed, let's take a look here. Last 7 days of liquidation, we see a ton of greed. In other words, a ton of liquidation longs at $9.30. I say greed because the fact that liquidation is it's a pain in the ass. if you get liquidated, that's what I'm getting at. And a lot of folks could get hit hard if that price comes down to that level. And the reason why it's called greed is because the market movers, they're going to push the price action to that level. They're going to be greedy. They're going to sweep that lower level, and then they're just going to move it in the opposite direction. None the wiser, right? You're going to walk away being like, what the hell happened? I got liquidated. Well, it's because you used too high leverage. That's generally the concept. But again, low leverage can still get liquidated. It's just a lot less common. So keep in mind, our trades are low leverage, low position sizing to ensure that we do not get destroyed by this market. So let's look at the daily time frame and see what might be worthwhile here today if we're long or short seems viable. Price action for Polkadot is looking like it's sustaining itself quite nicely here. So let's just quickly note the obvious. Ton of resistance up here at this 0.5, 0.618 fib level at 1050. I'm using a round number there, but 1050 is that area of concentration with volume. We've also got a lot of volume concentration at 980. And secondary to that or tertiary to that, $9.10. So we're kind of within this range of volume, if you will. Again, this is just where the most amount of volume is accumulated, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's anything at all. Just it's a point of control or somewhat of a volume support or resistance. Okay. Keep in mind when we look at the volume here, you see the low volume here tapering off. We've been below this moving average for a while. It shows a lot of it doesn't show a lot of strength, rather. Okay? It shows weakness. Cool. So recognize that low money volume, low volume in general is always a bad sign. It typically implies that there's not a lot of strength in that level. MACD is trying to converge, but hasn't yet. Stochastic is swinging up. We're kind of stuck at this 50 range, and money flow index is the same. This is just kind of a fair to midland situation here. We're in between some moving averages. Not really a whole heck of a lot here speaking to me, telling me that this is going to be breakout or breakdown. Okay, it's more neutralish on the daily time frame, which can happen. It's not like the end of the world. 4-hour time frame, we're squeezed right in between all these moving averages here. If you had Bollinger Bands enabled, you'd see that we're getting really close to a breakout. It usually happens when you have that. Keep in mind, with low money flow, right, and the money flow is still fairly low, RSI is right at 50, this does imply we have still a lot of weakness at this level. So me personally, I do think we could still break down from here. But again, we got a lot of resistance up here. If the price does come up, we'd probably see an initial rejection at about 1050. And that does speak to this current situation here. If we look at the hourly for Elliott Wave, right? We could very well come up to this 0.618 level, the 1.618 level, at 0.5, reject off of that 1020 to 1050 range. And so I think another leg up would make sense. It just doesn't look like there's all that strong. Like things are not looking fantastic right now. Let me explain too what I mean by that. If we look at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm we broke above the cloud. This is exactly why you wait for confirmation though, folks. We had 2 hours above the cloud. You want to have at least 4. The reason why that's important is because it gives us time to be able to settle that level and to let us know that we can hold it, right? So it's just like we quickly got in, quickly got out, so to speak. With the price action jumping up and jumping down, that tells me there's, I wouldn't say weakness because Bitcoin pulled back to mid to low 69,000 range, but it doesn't imply that we are broken free from that range yet. Okay. What we really want to see here is the price action be above the cloud soundly, and then of course the lagging span also above. So if the price action can do one of these, then we're going to be in pretty good shape. Okay. So hypothetically, we close at just say 960, 965 today or higher. We could have a solid chance of the price action regaining that 1050 to 1020 range and retesting this most recent level 0.5 Fibonacci on the chart. Okay. So again, There is some different ranges and some different things we can see, but for the most part, everything else is kind of like neutral on the larger time frames. The only thing telling us here that we have a slight shift in momentum is the hourly, but we haven't confirmed yet. Okay, do yourself a favor, have a little patience, pump the brakes a little bit, and just wait for today's candlestick to close at or around this current level, and I think we'll be in good shape. If the price closes at just say 950 or lower today, that would be a bearish type of divergence, and that wouldn't be a good sign. Okay, those are things that I try to look for personally. Again, a lot of this hinges on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's being a bit of a bug, and that's kind of causing a lot of altcoins to just kind of knee-jerk reaction down, so to speak, when it's unnecessary to do so. That being said, trade safe, low leverage, low position size is highly recommended at this point. You want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is a site. We do offer crypto payments now as well for our annual 3 and 5 year plans. And of course, up as well here, we can double check. Make sure you reference Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, highly recommended. You get some awesome rewards. You use my link to register. More important, no KYC or VPN required. A lot of my MEXC global users, as of April 1st, I hear it from good sources that they're going to require KYC first of the month. So just heads up on that. This exchange doesn't have as many trading pairs, but it's got a lot of good ones that you like to trade, including Polkadot, ICP, and a handful of others that are highly regarded right now. So that's where we're at there. That's my 2 cents. Looking forward to getting to know you better, though. Either way, jump on out, get to know the community, get to our Discord, whatever you want to do. I look forward to working with you. Have a good one. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you.